welcome. Today we're going to crack open one of the biggest secrets to making your English sound way more fluent and, natural. It's all about getting past the basic stuff and choosing words that really paint a picture. So let's get right into it. So let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you're kind of stuck in a loop? Using the same simple verbs over and over again? It's a super common feeling for English learners, trust me. But that's exactly what can make your speech sound a little, like it's straight out of a textbook.
You know exactly the ones I'm talking about, right? Verbs like get, make, have, and use. Now, don't get me wrong. They're like the workhorses of English. They're incredibly useful. But, and this is a big but, relying on them too much can really hold you back from sounding truly expressive. Okay, let's look at a perfect example of this. On the one hand, you could say, his speech got a lot of attention. And you know what? That's fine. It's totally correct. But now, look at the other option. His speech drew a huge crowd. I mean, you can feel the difference, can't you? It's just so much more vivid, so much more powerful. Yeah, that phrase, draw a crowd, that's what we're going to zoom in on right now. Let's pull it apart and see what exactly makes it so much more effective than just saying something basic like, get attention.
So at its core, the definition is pretty simple, right? It just means to attract a big group of people. But that verb draw here, it has this feeling, this sense of pulling people in, almost like a magnet. It's a really active, engaging idea.
So why? Why does this one little change have such a huge impact on how you sound? What's the magic behind a phrase like draw a crowd that just instantly elevates your English? Well, there are really 4 big reasons this phrase just works so much better. First, it's way more visual. You can actually picture a group of people gathering, can't you? Second, it feels more active and dynamic. The speech is actually doing something. It also just sounds more fluent, like something a native speaker would actually say. And finally, it shows off a higher, more sophisticated level of vocabulary. And this right here, this brings us to the most important takeaway of this whole explainer. The real secret isn't just about memorizing one big, fancy word to replace a smaller one. Nope. It's about a total shift in how you think about vocabulary.
So here it is, the crucial point. The key to natural expression is all about learning vivid, idiomatic verb phrases. And notice I said phrases, not just verbs. See, draw is a pretty simple word on its own, but when you combine it with a crowd, it suddenly becomes something really special.
The whole strategy here is to start thinking in chunks. Instead of learning single words in isolation, you learn words that naturally go together. We often call these collocations. So instead of just memorizing the word draw, you learn the phrases draw a crowd, draw attention, or draw a conclusion. It's a total game changer.
All right, so this is all great in theory, but let's make it practical. Because knowing this stuff is one thing, but actually putting it into practice is what's going to make the difference. So how can you start applying this, like today?
Here's a super simple 3-step action plan for you. First, identify. Think of a basic verb you use all the time. Maybe it's make or get. Second, explore. Just hop online and search for collocations with make or idioms with get. You're going to find tons of amazing phrases. And finally, practice. Pick just one of those new phrases and really challenge yourself to use it in a sentence today.
And honestly, that's it. By following this simple little cycle of identifying, exploring, and then practicing, you're actively building your vocabulary in a way that actually sticks. This is the bridge that takes you from just passively knowing English to actively and effectively using it with real confidence. So that leaves just one final question for you. Think about it right now. What's the first basic verb that pops into your head? What verb are you going to level up next? Go ahead, pick one, find a new phrase for it, and you can start sounding more natural today.
Got it! What's up? Catch up! Aha!